Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about chapter 1.4, property of the algebra. So the definition is, let's talk about some definition. What's the name of each term? So we have a coefficient, variable, and terms. So coefficient is the number in front of the variables, and variable is the letters. Usually we see X, Y, Z, A, B, C. Those are variables. Term is the product of a coefficient and a variable. So in this whole thing together is a term. This is term sometimes with a symbol negative. So this is one term, this is one term. So the coefficient to this specific case is going to be what? 2 is the coefficient, 3 is the coefficient, 7 is a coefficient, 5 is also a coefficient. So their product with variable is called term. Okay, so now here, find the value of the expression 2x minus y plus 4 when x equals to -5 and y equals to 6. So what are we going to do is we just substitute x equals to -5 into the function and y equals to 6 into the function. So we have a 2 times -5 minus y, which is 6, plus 4. And now let's calculate that. Also followed by the order of appendix. 2 times -5, -10, minus 6 plus 4. So we have a -16 at 4, which is -12. Next one, find the value of expression. Now we have exponential. Okay, x squared minus 2xy plus y squared when x equals to 3, y equals to -4. So I have x squared. It's easier if you put everything with a parenthesis, so you will not missing the negative sign. So I have 3 squared minus 2 times x, which is 3 now, y we substitute with -4, plus -4 squared. Now we have 3 squared, which is 9, minus 2 times 3, 6 times -4, plus -4 squared, 16. And I have 9, -6. Okay, if you can do this, you can just simplify as negative minus, consider that still a minus, and 6 times -24, which is 6 times -4, which is -24, plus 16. Or if you can say, okay, -6 and -4, I will get positive 24. That's also fine. Okay, so the final answer would be 49. So let's turn. We want to combine the like terms. So what is the like terms? So the like terms, if the base variable and exponential on each variable are identical, that means they have the same. For example, this one we have x squared, y, and then -7x squared, y. They are alike because they both contain the x squared y. But if they write something like 3xy and then -7x squared y, then they're not in like terms because they're missing the square. The exponent are not the same. So combine the like terms. If two terms are like terms, we add or subtract the coefficient and then keep the variables the same. So for example, we have 3x and 4x. We combine them. That means we just need to add the numbers, the coefficients together. So we have 7x. In here, are they like terms? Yes, they both have variable a, so I have a 7 minus 10, which is -3a. So the next one is 18y minus 10y and plus 6y. They both have the same variable y. Now we can combine the like terms. Add or subtract the coefficient, which is 18 subtract 10 and plus 6. And then we write down the y. So I have 14y. So the next one, what will be the like terms? So I have one like terms with x, and the other like term is just the constant, which is the number. Constant means you don't have any variables. So 3x plus 2x, which is 5x, and then 5 minus 3, I have 2. So together, when they simplify, I have 5x plus 2. Again, this one is similar. We have a and the negative 2a. When you combine the like terms, don't forget the sign in front of it, especially the negative sign. Okay, so with 4a minus 2a, which is give you 2a, negative 7 plus 3, I have minus 4. Next one, 5x minus x, I have 4x. And then 8 minus 6, which is 2. Okay, so distribution. So the distribution property is the product between one term and the sum of or different about the other term. Basically is you try to get rid of the parentheses, you distribute 8 inside the parentheses so that it will equals to a times b plus 8 times d. Okay, so in here I distribute the 2 inside the parenthesis. I have a negative 2 times 5x minus negative 2 times 4y plus negative 2 times 3. Don't forget when you distribute them, again, don't forget the negative sign. I have a negative 10x plus 8y and then minus 6. If they have like terms, you need to combine them together. If they don't, you should just leave it as is. Now 4x times 7x squared minus 4x times 6x and then plus 4x times 1. We distribute the 4x inside the parentheses. So I have a 28x squared minus 24x squared plus 4x. So can you combine the rest of them together? Oh, I'm sorry, this should be x cubed because 1x times another x squared, you should get an x cubed. So now, when you look at here, are they like terms? No, they aren't because the exponential is different, exponent are different. The first term with 3, the second one with 2, the last one is just 1. So that means you can combine these 3 together. Okay, so now let's put all of these together. So how do we simplify it and combine the like terms? So we distribute the 5 inside the parentheses. 5 times 2x equals to 10x minus 5 times negative 8 equals to negative 14 minus 3. The like terms. What are the like terms? The numbers, right? There's no other variables. So I have 10x minus 14.3. Now in here you have 3, negative 3, and then negative 3 times 2y, and then negative 3 plus 1. The negative sign is really important. According to my experience, people keep forgetting about the negative sign. So I have 7 minus negative 3 times 2y equals to negative 6y. And then negative 3 times 1 equals to negative 3. So the 4 minus 6y. Okay, next one. We distribute the 5 inside with 5x minus 10 minus, we distribute the negative sign inside, we have minus negative 3x, negative 1 plus 4, times 4, you have negative 4. Don't forget to change the sign when you see the negative sign. And I combine the like terms with 5x and negative 3x. Combine them together, we got 2s. And then negative 10 and negative 4, combine them with negative 14. So that's it for this chapter. Let me know if you have other questions.